Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So I did a little preparation in between episodes. I think it'll go a long way into, improving the quality of the content I'm making. So I laid out where I want the wall to go eventually. I'm not going to be doing it today. I also went around and cleared out some trees, as well as the oaks that have matured down there near our old little dirt shack. Last episode, we we went mining and got a whole bunch of iron. So now we have 18 iron blooms. And in today's episode, I believe, we're going to go harvest some crops. Also, in between episodes, I gathered up quite a few sticks from all of my tree escapades. And a considerable amount of red clay, if we consult the mini-map. You can see I took out about a third of this deposit. I think that deposit's going to tide us over for quite a long time. I also organized the chests a little better in here. Changed this out to a stone chest, because I figured soil was probably best kept in crates. I also turned all of these andesite and a little bit of conglomerate that we gathered last episode while mining, consolidated it all down into andesite. So I think in today's episode, what we're going to do is harvest our crops, work those iron blooms into some tools, and maybe get started on some baking. So without further ado, let's get started. If we have time, we might also flesh out this staircase we have with some of that andesite cobble. Beautify it a little bit. $70 parsnips. These should be getting done here in the next day or so. I almost wanted to leave everything so that I can harvest it all at once, but I don't remember how much time you have from maturity to when it starts to rot, or at least you lose some of your harvest by waiting too long. So I've elected to play it safe. It is currently the 5th of July. Like I said, I spent about a whole day between episodes gathering materials. We'll go get the rest of our cabbages put down. If you didn't know, cabbages are pretty much the best vegetable in the game as far as satiety goes. I do have a pumpkin patch starting, but I've never grown pumpkins before, so we'll see how that goes. So these are N, so they'll fit right in next to our spelt. I think I will go ahead and harvest some of these, but I might not replant until they are all ready. As far as onions go, I think these do right here. 90%, yeah. These were N, so we can plant P here. And they'll do just fine. But then I think the next task at hand would be to maybe start on that little retaining wall over there. And I think actually that marks the end of the cooked meals that we had. Yep, those are all empty. So for now, this is all forage. I may do a vegetable stew. These parsnips away. While that's going, I think we'll get started on this retaining wall. I think we can beautify it a little bit. And there we go, task complete. Stack and a half, almost, of cobblestone. Some might say it's a waste of resources, but area beautification is important, in my opinion. So we're up 2 of these crocs in our pot. We'll fill them up. And that is half full, has 2 servings. This one is full. So we'll set it over here. This pot back on the fire. Add 4 more peat and let that run down. Let's collect those iron blooms that we worked on yesterday. Or last episode, rather. Y'all weren't here for yesterday. And actually, that one's empty, so I don't need to collect that one. I do have sustainable bloomeries installed. So, well, with full bellies, I think we get started on our iron blooms. We'll leave these in here for now. But I do want to make a new shovel, a new axe, probably a new hammer, and a pickaxe. Once this gets up to a workable temperature, we'll transfer to the anvil, work on it, work it into an ingot. But while that's doing that, another one will be heating up. It's kind of a little mini game. And hopefully we don't run into any iron blooms that we have to wait for a hellhammer for. But anywho, let's put this in our offhand. Set this on there. Grab another iron bloom. Set that on there. And get to work. So we're going to press F, split. Several bowthorns, or bowthorns out there. That's what it sounds like. I'm going to finish this up really quick. Dedicated. Well, I think that calls for some bandages. I have some nice bandages somewhere that should prevent this from using up all my hunger super fast. 3-shot. Okay. Well, we need charcoal anyway, so I'm probably just going to clear cut this maple. And maybe, actually, with all the iron we found, I might even make an iron door. And have a reusable charcoal pit. I don't need sticks so much as I do logs. So we're just gonna chop these down. We're getting close to needing more tannin for leather. And I just used the last of my oak on that staircase, so I think this is going to end up moving over here near the windmill. I think all of my industrial stuff's going to go over there, so maybe lining the wall is my berry bushes. Yeah. I set up some more barrels just for continuity purposes. It's really annoying realizing you need more barrels and then you have to go do a bunch of crafting. So these soaked hides are done. And they're good for a while. But we're going to scrape them really quick. And then we're going to go over here. This is good. That's weak tannin. And over here, we're going to turn this into strong tannin. I'm going to go ahead and start these, maybe. And then tomorrow or the day after, I think I'm going to go out hunting again. Try to get some more large hides. Large hides are just much more efficient. And for now, actually, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to turn these medium hides over here. So they're only fresh for 2 more days. Or like a week in there, so I'm just going to go ahead and make some pants. So I could make pants. Or how many do I need for a mantle? I need 3. Alright. We'll put that back in there. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a decent amount more hides. But before tomorrow starts, it's already 4 o'clock. I think... Yeah, I think we go back over here, use this bronze axe. See, that's $2.95. Turn that all into firewood. And cover it up. That should be ready tomorrow. For now, let's change out of this raggedy old malefactor shirt. Put on the rawhide mantle. Looking more and more like a survivor every day. We will need regular pelts eventually, so that's something else we're going to have to prioritize tomorrow. I think it's time to go hunting. We might go back to the same area we were at earlier. It seemed to be full of animals. I kind of want to avoid this area. There's just so many bears. I just don't think it's very feasible. So we're going to go back up that mountain range and try and get ourselves some meat. So I'll see y'all in the morning. But these bulls are part of the medieval expansion mod. If it was a bull and a cow, I would leave it alone, but it's 2 bulls. You can't get any offspring from that, so we're gonna cull one of them. And if we we might have took off too quick. There it comes. Oh boy. This is one of those times where being a hunter would be really nice. So you get that 10% move speed and it's not quite so nerve-wracking. You can kind of just like that. And it appears that bear was behind us the whole time. So but we do get 2 more large hides and some bones. Not very much fat, but that's okay. Okay. So she's settled down right there. We go around and try that again. Maybe we'll actually hit our shots this time. Got him. My luck, that bear comes barreling over the hill. Low weight, but that's okay. Let's see what's over the hill over here. That way we don't have to deal with the bear quite so much. It is only noon, so we should have time to get a decent amount of large hides. But it is 3 in the afternoon. I think it's time to head back. Oh, another apple tree. And there was another 2 of them in the woods over there. Maybe we should go back and mark those. Alright. Well, fairly successful. Maybe I get some of these goats. Harvest some of these. Chase these guys into the water. Get some medium hides out of it. Even if I did hunt everything in this area, I'm sure it'll all respawn by the time the fall hunting season comes about. I need 24 red meat per, so I might just make may make 4 crocks of half vegetable, half meat stew. Oh my god, that's a bear. I thought you ran that way, buddy. Let's get out of here. No, it seems like I might be rushing when I said this was supposed to be a relaxing playthrough. But I really do want to get to the meat and potatoes of building. And to do that, you do need better tools. I think iron is about the sweet spot. You don't have to dedicate, you know, a full month in-game to making steel for tools. But at the very least, getting to iron allows you to relax a little bit. The durability isn't so low that you're going to murder multiple sets of tools for the sake of one build. I know I made a pretty good amount of powdered borax. Is it in here still? Yes, it is. Maybe it's 10 borax, because you get 2 powdered out of 1. Yeah, that's what it was. So in here, put those 4 medium rawhides, and where'd I put? Oh, they're probably downstairs. I know I had an extra. I did. We do end up getting a bear. Trapping a bear. That'll probably be our main source of pelt. And armor too, to be honest. So we'll seal that up. I think for... I have the mantle. For the pants, I just need 1. These large ones. And there we go. We filled up 4 crocs and sealed them downstairs. We also have 1 serving left because we just ate 1. And it takes your hunger... Well, I guess we can see exactly how much hunger it fulfills. So, about 1140 saturation out of 1500. Not too shabby. Put that one back. We might as well keep this on us. It's more than likely good for 4 days, so. But we do have our first reserved meals. Unfortunately, we don't have bees. So, what that means is we are probably not going to be relying on crocs for winter. More likely, we will be hunting animals throughout the winter. And relying on pies and bread and porridge to make it through the cold months. But it is 5 o'clock in the morning. Medium rift activity, but it appears the bad guys outside our base have fled. And we have a blooming pumpkin vine. And a withered one, so let's clear that out of there. Let's clear out some of this. Maybe we get a couple of pumpkins out of this. That would be quite lovely. And plant them here. That's reasonably aesthetic. Black currant. Yeah. Maybe even bring it around like this. Have some right there. And right there. And maybe just a little strip right there. I know some of our flax was not from the farm, but 300 flax fibers per harvest is pretty nice. We have 58, so in theory we should get 600 total this year, if not more. So to hoe all of this would be kind of a pain. So I am going to make an iron hoe. Should only need about 2 bolt for this. Well, that's cooking up. I think we'll go and clear out a space back here. Make an iron hoe. And put our nuggets away. Put our forgeware away. And away we go. And out from here, you count 2 blocks, then you have another water source block. And then 2 more blocks, and another source block. And then same thing, 2 more blocks, two more blocks, and now that I'm really looking at things, I think we're gonna have to move this sapling. We'll put this guy over there, because we're gonna have to come out 2 more blocks, and that's gonna run our building into some problems. So all right, now that all of it is hoed or tilled into farmland, we just start planting our flax. So we'll make a double gate, this guy here, and finish that. And yeah, with very common rainfall up here, this should be pretty fire and forget. This should just cook off and keep going. And let's go check on our other crops, see how they're doing. That watering can is down there. Eventually I'll build up this stairwell even more. But I think eventually this soil is going to get turned into a dock. So I'm not too concerned with making it super aesthetic. So actually, while we're down here, let's, I think I'm going to burn up this knife. Or at least a good bit of it. I'm going to spend the rest of the day gathering cattails to replant up there. Perfect. Where did that go? Right. So, it's night. Just about. The sun has just receded below the horizon. It is almost 8 o'clock at night. Oh, wow. A sow, another sow, and a boar. Tomorrow we might actually try and get these guys trapped in a pen. Right here, maybe? Actually, I think they're gonna need a little more space than that. Eventually, I will put the double gate on both ends of it. But this should do just fine for now. And I think I put the trough away. Yeah. Right. Now, in theory, that should lure them in, but I don't want to wait on that, so I'm going to make them upset with me. Come on. Oh. Crying out loud. There we go. We will finish our dinner from last night. Try not to get gored by this boar. Why are you running away? That is so irritating. Now I'll chase him towards the thing. There we go, now he's chasing me. Now that my health is low. There we go. Shouldn't be able to damage me through the fence. They shouldn't be able to get out through here. Yeah. Alright. In theory, they should stay in there. But just to be certain, I'm going to put a fence back right there. Maybe I'll put a gate so I can access it to feed them. Or actually, maybe... just something like this. Yeah, that'll work. I don't know. I do remember there being marble somewhere nearby where we were prospecting. Maybe it was out in this direction. But that's a problem for another episode. It'd be a damn shame to turn marble stone into mortar for our wall. But, I don't know. Maybe there will be enough of it we can still remodel the kitchen. Because I would like to redo all of this in marble. Or maybe this whole area turns into like a general workshop, and this stops being the kitchen. It just has a fireplace, and I actually build some kitchens right here. This is a bit more open. And then extending out of the kitchen, we have our forge. That's an idea. But, yeah, I think for now, we're going to call it here. And I will see you guys in the next one.